My apologies for the delay on this part 2. We're not even going to waste much time on this intro. I'm just here to tell you to like, subscribe if you haven't already. We're dropping consistently. And the part 3 to this will drop on Friday, Scout's Honor. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you haven't seen the first part, go check it out before this one. But without further ado, let's begin.
Next, we have fight number 9. It's the other side of the bracket for us, all right? We flip to the other side. Immortal Thor versus Ghost Rider. Now, Immortal Thor comes in with his wild loadout. He's got the Thor Force. He's got the Odin Force. He's touched by the Phoenix Force. He's got the full power of Zeus. He's got rune magic, rune weapons. He's also going to go ahead and wear rune magic armor, just completely enhancing his armor itself. He's coming to fucking win, okay? And on the other side, we have King of Hell, Johnny Blaze. We're going to put him at that tier. This is someone that was dragging around Mephisto like a bitch, beat up Doctor Strange and Wong. He's a monster, and he has the Sidorak chains. These were chains used by Cosmic Ghost Rider that were able to bind even future Thanos, who blew away Galactus with prep like a doll, like it was nothing. So absolutely monster chains. Anyone's in trouble if they can get hit with them, right? And get bound by them. Who wins if these two clash? I'm going to be real honest with you. Going against Immortal Thor is just not a smooth move in this round 1. I don't think Ghost Rider will be too much of an issue for him. His bag's too deep, got too many weapons on top of his new rune magic armor. He's going to tank whatever Ghost Rider's going to throw at him. This Thor's going to be playing to win. They both are, granted. But I think Thor's too much. I just think Thor wins flat out, and he moves on to the next round, probably with an emphatic win over someone as respected as Ghost Rider. Next up, we got a classic one on our hands. We have Wolverine versus Deadpool. Now, Wolverine is someone who is the best hunter in Marvel. He's someone who is classically associated with being the most skilled hunter, the most vicious to do it. He's one-shot Kraven in recent memory, got up from a hit from Nimrod, who was trying to kill him. He's been able to take on the Hulk multiple times. He took on Sabretooth recently in Sabretooth Wars, and that's a big deal because he's bringing his adamantium suit, a literal full samurai-like suit of adamantium that he used to take on the Sabretooth army in Sabretooth Wars. So he's showing up with that. Deadpool has brought his usual loadout, his bag of tricks, explosive, guns, swords, all of that. He's one of the most skilled fighter in Marvel. He has this fourth wall breaking, goofy character, but extremely capable. And he's also brought the Muramasa blade, which completely bypasses and negs immortality. Who wins if these two clash? Well, they've always historically gone back and forth. Wolverine has a very healthy appreciation and fear of what Deadpool is capable of. But I think in this one with that suit, I think he's going to be able to get around Deadpool. I do think he's eventually going to be able to take down the Merc with the mouth. I think narratively Deadpool would just become an announcer for the tournament. After being killed, he'd somehow still come back. Like his head would float off and he would be an announcer, the head of Deadpool. But I do see Wolverine getting this win and advancing to the next round, claiming the Muramasa blade moving forward. Next, fight 11, we have Storm versus Scarlet Witch. These are two of the strongest females in fiction right now, just currently balling out of control. Storm has her current state as the Herald of Eternity. She's fixing to go fight Hadad, who's taken down all the abstracts and just killed Oblivion. But on top of her absurd level of storm power right now, because she has ancient blood tied to those descended by gods, and as a Herald of Eternity, she also will have the Reality Stone. And she will primarily be using this to simply help spawn infinite storms on the battlefield. Terrifying. Just a terrifying concept. But she's taking on Scarlet Witch, who terrifies pretty much everybody. Scarlet Witch recently had the Darkhold arc, where her and Doom took down Chthon, who she was able to absorb. She's currently battling the Black Winter, side by side with her patron saint, Never Queen of the land of nothing is, never was, no bullshit here, no bullshit there, whatever you want to call it. It's like a full sentence name. But it's essentially a realm of abstract imagination, creativity, and possibility. She is bringing the Book of Ashanti. This is the near infinite book of spells from Doctor Strange that will allow her to complement her insane reality warping and her insane power. It goes hand in hand now with true magic spells. Like, her bag just becomes nearly infinitely greater. If these two clash, who do I think would take it? It's a tough one to call. I actually lean Storm here. And the reason I say that is really because, like, narratively, if you look at what's going on currently, Scarlet Witch is having help to hold off the little homie of the big homie that Storm's fighting. And we're giving them items here. I just think in the hotly contested battle, Storm comes out high diff. I think she moves on from round 1. Fight number 12 out of 16. We have Brother Voodoo versus Rogue. This is a very interesting matchup. Voodoo's side, he at one point was Sorcerer Supreme, definitely worthy of that title. Where he varies as a magic user, for those that aren't as familiar, from Doctor Strange, is he gets into the darker branches of magic. He's not afraid of voodoo, literally. He's not afraid of dark magic. He split Fractured Sun and Banner. He put a seal on Fractured Sun. He's a monster. He's an absolute beast. And he will be granted the legendary Necronomicon, an infinite book of dark magic and evil sorcery. Okay, he's coming in going crazy with it, and he will be taking on Rogue. Now, Rogue is one of the most famous X-Men, who her most power is one of the most infamous as well. Given she touches you, she could take your power. She could use your power as well. It's gone haywire a couple times. She's taken the power of Captain Marvel and several others, but she has pretty high stats because of this, and therefore her baseline is even formidable. But on top of taking your powers, she will be coming in with the Gem of Sidorak. He will be wielding that gem as like a pseudo-herald to Sidorak, granting her similar powers to Juggernaut on top of her abilities. Who wins if these two clash? I think this version of Rogue is extremely problematic for most people, but Brother Voodoo should have the toolkits to pull this one out. I think he could actually separate her from the gem. And I think with the Necronomicon on top of his usual bag of tricks, he's just got too much versatility, too much high-powered bullshit for Rogue to handle. I think through his nasty magic work, he takes down Rogue and moves on to round 2 with now in possession of a Gem of Sidorak. Fight 13. We have Thing versus Silver Surfer. Now, I know some people might think this is a weird matchup. They have fought before, and some see Surfer as inherently superior, which is fair to a degree, but we also got to keep in mind Thing's knocked him out before and stalemated him before. And he's bringing his typical cosmic strength, his durability from his rock form, and his brilliance as a brawler and his insane willpower, but he also has an Asgardian weapon, a hammer of sorts. And he's named it the Hulkbreaker because he's just a beast. Like, that's what you call it, right? Like, fuck the Hulk. But he has his Hulkbreaker to complement. It's like a Stormbreaker for Beta Ray Bill, and that's complementing his overall game. He's going up against the Silver Surfer, who has the power cosmic, flight, reality warping, energy blast, all these different things. But on top of this, Surfer has chosen the Power Stone. This will ensure he's constantly charged up and locked in with the power cosmic. It's basically super battery Surfer, who doesn't have to worry about his inconsistencies. Who wins if these two clash? I think this fight would be incredible. While it would already be kind of close, I think Surfer just ends up washing with the Power Stone. Like, Thing would get a couple hits in, and that'd be a GG. I do think Thing takes this. I really do, especially narratively right now in Marvel. I mean, he's having his own all of Marvel Universe run. Stop Juggernaut. Like, he's a beast. I think his toughness, his will, and his power through the Hulkbreaker, complementing his already formidable strength, I think he's going to catch Surfer lacking. I think Thing puts down Surfer and moves on with the Power Stone. Next up, we have Fight 14, Daredevil versus Blade. Now, this is just personally a fun ass matchup for me because these two just love to scrap, and they're two of the most skilled scrappers in Marvel. Now, the Man Without Fear has his radar sense, he knows basically every fighting style, he's fought every elite martial artist in Marvel, but he also has the Ichors, which is a sick weapon. This is basically an all weapon or a heavenly weapon that can turn into whatever weapon that you need, most famously associated with Angela, who obviously could box with Thor and Loki as their sibling, but on top of this, the Collector went on to collect this weapon. I think this would be sick in the hands of the Man Without Fear. And then you see Blade. Blade, the vampire, recently had his own run as a big bad of sorts with the Cosmic Vampire story. Pretty crazy run. Most famous for being a hero / anti-hero, superhuman stats as a vampire. On top of his knowledge of the mystic and arcane and occult, his weapons are elite as well. And here he is bringing the Necro Sword. This is someone who's familiar with Null, who's familiar with the symbiotes, familiar with the Necro Sword. I think Blade would be fucking chaotic enough to take this chance. He's going to use the Necro Sword and wield it. So can the Ichors versus the Necro Sword, the Man Without Fear versus Blade? How do I see this going? I love Daredevil. I think he's a beast. With that in mind, Blade's too much here. The Necro Sword is too much. I think in the hands of Blade, he would be a monster with this. Blade moves on this round with the Ichors in hand as well as the Necro Sword. And if I'm mispronouncing the heavenly weapon, my fault, twin. Now, next up, Fight 15, we have Dr. Doom versus Man-Thing. I'm sure a lot of you were waiting for Doom. Don't worry. He and Man-Thing have arrived, okay? My 3 Man-Thing fans, stand up. Now, Dr. Doom has his typical loadout. He's hyper fixed his armor to ensure victory for this tournament, to ensure he saves his people of Latveria, on top of his near infinite wealth of mystical knowledge. Doom also is bringing nothing as his item. He finds bringing an item to this tournament beneath him. He'll just pick up from the dead bodies, okay? That's how we're moving. He's taken on Man-Thing, the protector of the nexus of all realities. On top of his reality warping power, his ability to burn anything that fears, and his general strength that allows him to protect a nexus of literal infinite realities, Man-Thing is also bringing the Soul Stone to amplify his likelihood to burn those he faces. The Soul Stone on top of Man-Thing would just be a sick wombo combo. Who wins if these two clashes? Well, given it's both power scaling and a lot of its narrative, I don't see Doom losing this one. Doom is fixated on winning this tournament. He will have prepped and calculated how to best win this tournament. He will have prepared for every single name that was announced in this tournament. Man-Thing's no exception. He's familiar with Man-Thing. I see Doom getting past him, moving on with the Soul Stone. Final matchup of round 1, the final match of this video. Smash the like button if you are excited to see where this continues to go. We have Moon Knight versus the Hulk, who not many know this. They fought way back in the day. It's part of Moon Knight's debut. Now, Moon Knight has his usual loadout. He has his gear, his insane wealth of martial arts knowledge, former champion as well, elite mercenary. He can fourth wall break as well, similar to Deadpool. He just doesn't do it as much. He's also helped by the Khonshu, the moon god, a god that's capable of literally taking over the Marvel universe. What he's brought is the Time Stone, and the reason Moon Knight brought the Time Stone is because he can constantly turn the battlefield to the time of a supermoon, which allowed Moon Knight to easily take on the likes of Iron Fist, steal his power, and take on the likes of Thor, who at the time was Cosmic King Thor, which is pretty fucking impressive. He's taking on Hulk, right? Now, this Hulk has the Fractured Sun form, which if you haven't seen how strong Fractured Sun is or current Hulk is, make sure to go check out my content on him. I also, shameless plug, interviewed the writer. Fractured Sun's here, but he's not just here. Obviously, Banner and Hulk are too, in one bag. And what Banner has decided on, along with Hulk, is the Mind Engine. Now, if you remember Starship Hulk, Banner essentially created this mind prison for all the Hulks, and he would just control them there. Well, he's created a new Mind Engine, one that is superior, but it also can control the Fractured Sun. He will be piloting Fractured Sun to try to win this tournament, as well as he'll have an archive of the other Hulk personalities. Now, who wins if these two clash? I definitely think this Moon Knight pulling up the Supermoon, basically going Super Saiyan on these hoes, I think that makes it interesting, right? You can throw a lot of crazy shit at Hulk, can smash 1,000 moons on him, just do wild shit. Being he's so empowered by Khonshu at that point. However, a Fractured Sun Hulk, potential other Hulks powered by this banner in the Mind Engine, that's terrifying. I think it's too much. I think he rips apart Moon Knight eventually. This Hulk moves on from round 1. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. What did you think about these rounds? What did you think about their weapons? What round are you looking forward to the most in the next fight, in the next video? Which fighters are you looking forward to seeing progressing? Who's your favorite to win this tournament and to face Darkseid at the end? Let me know in the comment section down below. I'm super excited to continue this series. I had a lot of fun making this. This took a lot of work. So please like, subscribe, and all that if you haven't already. And remember, it's Yancey Street, bitches.